Hey everyone, and welcome back. Well, today we're going to talk about something that's really near and dear to me, the Game Boy lines. And by line, I obviously am missing the original Game Boy. My Light, like all the ones that really don't matter. You know what? I should not have said that they don't matter. They matter. I think the only reason I said that is because I don't have them personally, and I wish I did. But nonetheless, guys, like the Game Boy came out in the 19 and I think it was 1989, way back then. And it was bundled with one of the most, actually the most sold game of all time. And I think we all know which one that is, Tetris. Tetris was such a highly playable game by everybody from every age group. And then Super Mario Land 2 came out. It was a little weirder than Super Mario that had ever been. You got Zelda, you got Pokemon, you got so many games you could possibly play in this little handheld, man. It was the first what is it, like portable SNES? But not only that, the Game Boy went to war. It literally went to war. What you're seeing on screen right now is a picture of a Game Boy that had a bomb go off next to the soldier. The soldier's fine. He's okay. Everything's fine. But if you look at it, it still plays. It still plays. To this day, it still plays and it still looks fine. I mean, the screen looks a little rough, but it's fine. After the Game Boy, the success of that came the Game Boy Pocket. The Game Boy Pocket was basically one of those systems that you can, so much easier to put. The Game Boy was a little fat, man. It was pretty fat compared to the Game Boy Pocket. The Game Boy Pocket, you can pretty much just take it anywhere you want. And it came in so many colors. It had teal, yellow, red, pink, transparent, which was like the first time they ever did that in order to get to the purple atomic, for the Game Boy Color. And after these came the last line of Game Boy, or the original Game Boy, which was the Game Boy Light. Now the Game Boy Light pretty much just does what it sounds like. It just gives you a light in the back, and it's actually honestly a really good light. I've never played one myself, but I have seen my cousin when he had one back in the day, and I was so envious. But we later got the Game Boy Advance, which I'm about to talk to you about. So with those being the first, Game Boys, it was a good start, man. Everyone loved the Game Boys. So, but after all that started, we got the colors. We got the Game Boy Color, man. And I remember these were so heavily marketed towards like, dude, I got the color. Not just the color, but it actually played in color. Let's see if I can play it in color right now. Well, to give it a second. This is Pikachu, Pokemon Pikachu Edition. And there it is. See how it's in color. It's an actual color. Obviously, if you don't have a light like I do right here, it's very awful, but this is how we all started off, man. This is how we all started off Pokemon. And honestly, that alone gives me so much nostalgia. And you can play like a bunch of games. I have all the original Pokemon games that honestly that was my go-to for the Game Boy Color. I had one as a kid, but it ended up getting lost or stolen, I remember. But you can play these games, and they have to be color. If you try playing something like this on the original, it wouldn't really work because I don't remember exactly why. I think there was a chip or something in there. These are customgamecases.com. Not sponsoring them, just letting you know, like, this is where I get my cases from. And it's a good stuff, man. Like I remember playing so many hours. It was like the best thing ever as a kid. The Game Boy Color. But after the Game Boy Color came the Game Boy Advance. You cannot go wrong with these guys. And, what I have connected here is a wireless adapter. And these were so heavily used. Why? Because of the Pokemon games, man. Especially the Leaf Green and what is it? The Leaf Green and Red Fire Red. These actually came bundled with them. The reason they came bundled with them is because you can transfer Pokemon without any cables. These are the cables, by the way. Give me a second. So, this right here is a case that you can take your Game Boy SP. We're going to talk about it in a second. But back in the day, before you even had those, you had these, man. And they were terrible. Like, you had to log these around all the time, you know, put into one, put into the other, and then transfer Pokemon or whatever. Yeah, but transfer the Pokemon. Pretty much it was only for Pokemon. But, you know, once these came out, it made, like, life so much easier. Let's turn this on and see what I have in here. Oh, I think, yep. Wait, that's not right. These should be working, unless these are not, you know, I don't have any more juice. But, oh, there we go. Nostalgia, man. Right. This right here, what you're seeing is there's no game slot. It's just picking up on this. I don't remember exactly what this was used for. I think it was used to, like, you know, yeah, like, you know, finding people. The shell, by the way, this is not official. I did it myself. I did a custom case, and, you know, it came out pretty well. Now, after these, which was, honestly, I had an orange one. I had this type of orange. It was like it was only from Japan, by the way. My mom ended up getting it on an eBay sale, and she ended up getting it with like a bunch of games and a bunch of, like, you know, a bunch of little goodies for me and my brother. And we had so much fun with it, dude. She even got us these cases that kind of look pretty much like this. They used to open up and you could put the Game Boy Advance in there and a bunch of games, and there's like this foam material. And you could also, you know, like, do a bunch of things, like take it around. But since I was the oldest, I decided to keep all the games in my case, correct? As you do. And then one day, my parents decided, hey, we're going to go visit family in Acapulco. That's in Mexico. And what you're seeing right here is like a picture, but I'm not even kidding. This is how it looks out there. So beautiful, so cool. And I took my Game Boy. We took our Game Boys with us, and I mean, I guess, you know, crime over there is a lot worse than it is over here. And some little Dr. Evil decided to, you know what, I'm going to ruin a kid's life today. I'm just going to take their stuff. So, yeah, we ended up getting, or I ended up getting all of our games taken along with that orange console. After that, you know, jeez, you know, I was so bummed out after that. I just, you know, I was like, you know what, I'm not going to ever have a Game Boy in my life again. And my mom pretty much told us, yep, you're never going to have one again. Which, I never got to see these. Now, what you're seeing here right now are the Game Boy SPs. These were the successors of the Game Boy Advance. Everyone was saying, like, dude, why isn't this working? Why isn't this working properly? Again, these are not original. This is an original. This is not an original shell. That is. We'll actually play this one. So, this one, these came in two versions. And they were AGS 101 or AGS, I think, was 001. Oh, no, 001. It might have been like that. And, dude, just the quality alone of these guys. Just look at that, like, look at that color. I don't think that's even the brightest. That's the brightest. Second brightest. So this was super, like, it was an amazing upgrade, man. This is what you call an IPS screen, I believe, or LCD. I don't remember exactly what they were using. I just remember as a kid, I didn't care, man. I just wanted these, you know. And with a successful console comes a bunch of accessories. An amazing amount of accessories. Like, accessories and games, man. There were so many good games for the Advance. We'll talk about that one right now. These games alone were so good, man. Fusion, Metroid Prime, Metroid Zero. If you haven't played them, pick them up. All the Pokemons, you can literally play all the Pokemons on that. And the only 2 box copies that I have, like, you know, full copies, are Yoshi's Island, Super, and this, my dude, this was my first game on the Game Boy Advance, and I loved it, man. It was such a good game, so fun, so many hours lost, man. I never really played this one. I ended up playing it as an adult, and it was okay. It wasn't the best game of Mario and Luigi Superstar. It's basically an RPG. And RPGs I like RPG. I mean, clearly, Pokemon. But, I don't know, something about that one just didn't rub me the wrong way. But this one right here, this is a special little treat. Kind of show you pictures of it. This was picked up at a Goodwill for $10. They're going for a little bit over that, you know, like not just $10. Going sealed, it goes good, a good price. But, you know, after finding it at Goodwill, I kind of told myself, do I want to open it or do I want to keep it sealed? It's basically acts like a, you know, a game portal, kind of like a switch. Get it? A switch. It literally has a switch right there of how, like, you know, put one game, and you don't ever have to like turn off the thing. Like, you don't ever have to like do anything, man. You just straight up have fun with it, and you put 3 games and go. I'm thinking about opening it up. It might be a video, might be not. I might leave it sealed. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see this opened and try it out. Never seen this one, but there was a bunch of them, man. There was a bunch of stuff for the Game Boy SP. Like I said, I was already talking about this one. A big company that would do a bunch of Game Boy stuff was Intech. Intech had a amazing amount of things. Give me a second so I can put this camera down. So what you have here was, like, you know, you can take 2 Game Boy SPs. Just like that. Oh, give me a second. Hit the camera there. You can take 2 Game Boy SPs. Snug. And again, this one has a shell, so it's probably gonna a little thicker than it should. So we'll get the sponge out. Actually, I ended up getting this one with this one along with all this for $75 and a bunch of games. You know, you had a bunch of like stuff. You can put all games here. Yeah, it came with these little cartridge holders for, like, I think it was 2 games. Yeah, you can take 2 games in here. Yeah, it came with a bunch of good stuff, and it really didn't cost much. You know, back in the day, this was I'm guessing $40, $50 retail. I'll do a little bit of research. Maybe you'll see a price, maybe not. And, you know, it came with a bunch of stuff. Actually, I think I have the manuals. Okay, so these, the owner told me that these were from the SpongeBob pack. The box. They just decided to keep the inserts, but not the box. Wow, really? Like, inserts, but not the box. That's okay. So this pack came with all this stuff: car charger, screensaver, which I'm pretty sure the mine or might not have. Actually, hold on. I never really thought about that. No, they just chipped it pretty badly. Like, it's right there, you know. They didn't take care of their stuff, but it's fine. The SpongeBob's face doesn't look that bad. It comes with a Screen Max, which just kind of amplifies the screen. Earphones, because they had to have special earphones. FM sounds, that's unique. I guess you could connect an FM transmitter. And then, you know, on the link that we saw right now. And, you know, for whatever this costs, you know, like, I'm guessing this wasn't too much. It was a good price, you know. It was a good package to have everything in a single thing. And this thing is sturdy, man. This thing is made out of metal. This thing looks like it's gonna go to war and come back fine. And lastly, but certainly not least, was the Game Boy Microman. This thing right here has to be the most forgotten piece of hardware that Nintendo has done, other than the Wii U. So, and the Game Boy. Oh no, sorry, what was it? The my gosh, it evades me. I'll put it right here. This guy literally came out around the same time, believe it or not, that the Game Boy DS, the Nintendo DS came out. What? Like, why would you do that? Why would you put something old with something new? And this, my man, like, it doesn't do it justice. It's small, so small, and it only played Game Boy Advance. So, you know, you can't play anything else, like your old Game Boy games. Dude, Game Boy Advance games were just fine. There were so many good games that, like I mentioned earlier, and like that, like, dude, you can play this on the go the way you see it. It even had a key. Oh, by the way, this one came with a 3mm jack. Why, you know, out of nowhere. I know it does come. Yeah, here it is. It comes with a lanyard. You can put a lanyard right there. This is a third party. You know, and dude, it plays just fine. It played just fine. And honestly, I think it was like $100 when it came out. I know I suck. It's I'm playing in such an awkward way. I'm actually playing through the camera. I got whatever. I don't know what's on me. Bugs. But anyways, this thing was so unappreciated. And I just see it as a gem. This is a gem that if you can pick it up, because it's a great collection for your Game Boy, you know, collection. I mean, the Game Boy was such a long lasting. It lasted so long, like so long. Like the name Game Boy was from 1989 all the way to 2005, my man. That is way too long for something to be living. So many games, so many consoles, so many special editions, so many memories made with this console. And I'm just so happy that I'm able to own some from my childhood and some that I didn't have in my childhood but were able to pick up later on. So, man, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to keep making a lot more videos. I have a lot of stuff to talk about when it comes to video games. But at the end of the day, man, just hope you guys have a good day. Play your games, man. And have a good night. Or day.